tabling and contents of committee reports in regard to bills. Mr. Speaker, although what I'm saying arises from my observation on the bill we are discussing now, I think it's an issue that we should address as a House. To begin with, Mr. Speaker, we tend to get reports very late, and so that often members actually do not get time to benefit from what the committees have worked on and even the stakeholder issues they have raised. And two, Mr. Speaker, most of the reports that I've seen that relate to bills normally they are done in a very clear fashion. You have the stakeholder meetings, they are reported as verbatim as there, but then you will have a schedule of observations, a schedule of recommendations, and in the case of a bill, Mr. Speaker, a schedule of amendments. It therefore makes it very easy for members not to go through all the details of the stakeholder discussions, but to focus on this and make quick decisions. That was missing in this particular report, and Mr. Speaker, you have to go through all the reports of the discussions, and then you get observations on a particular group and the committee observations, and in the end, we did not get good clearance. Mr. Speaker, why I raised those two issues of the time of tabling and the content, Mr. Speaker, when you have very important bills such as this one, it is the committee work that guides what the members' discussion. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, we may have to even go into our rules and procedure rules in the House and actually go back and say we cannot have bills discussed before the committee gives a report and give a time, for example, 2 days before the discussion starts. And maybe in exceptional cases, with the leave of the Speaker, we can do that. Mr. Speaker, I thought I would raise this because I'm finding that the use of the committee reports is actually being eroded. And therefore, I think that is a very, very important bit of legislation at the committee stage, Mr. Speaker. I thought I would raise this. I've noted it in this, but I've noted it before. But this is a particularly important bill that should have gotten all the attention that we required and all the guidance from the committee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Nyikal, I think you are suffering from being absent in the House. The matter you are raising was very ably raised by your chief whip when this bill was being called for second reading. And his complaint was that the report had been just laid and members needed time to read through. By now, I'm sure members have read the report. Yes. What is even more important is that the report and the content is more useful at the committee of the whole. That's when you can make changes to the bill arising out of the committee recommendations. That's when you can file your amendments if you wish. But I get your point, and the clerk will address some of the issues you have raised. Let's call order number 8. Yes, Honorable Junet. On the same issue?
Mr. Speaker, on budget policy statement,